Camaro making a turn.
I wonder if you could send this to Megan's Facebook for a minute.
Maybe. I'll put it on YouTube and you can download it that way. It's Ron Ram Pro 1 on YouTube. Here we go, 2 miles. Just fucking cars. 1.5 miles.
Really?
3 cars on one side on the right and 2 cars back and to the left.
1.5 miles straight.
Yeah.
She out the way. Wait on that time. Feel me if you've been waiting on yours. That moment, it's close. It's close. Yeah.
Try to live in day to day like everything's alright. Just waiting on that moment. Waiting on my moment. Waiting on my old dude met mom that was on. Then he named me over her phone. Prison term.
Yeah, I don't care. No, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a look down now. Yeah.
Right now, we're going to check in with the latest on the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Gunman who is dead, who is responsible for this massacre of at least 26 people and 18 young children,
Is it right here?
kindergarten-age
Yeah, right
children,
there.
many of whom are apparently students of his own.
Now, if you take that scenario,
Still another airstrip on the other side over there.
study these and say, how does that make sense? They would say that fits into a scenario where his mother was a teacher, she loved her profession, and more than anything, she loved her students. How do I lash out at my mother? It may be go beyond killing my mother, but it's also killing what she loves. Now, you know, part of this is amateur psychology, but when you see the pattern of these cases, there are other examples.
There's
like
Megan
that.
P.I. Ferry. How to get that
If
one?
you go back to the Amish school shooting in Pennsylvania, where an individual had an involvement with an allegation of sexual abuse from a member of that community from a long time ago, and then came to a one-room schoolhouse. When we talk about the murder kit, that's the things that these people bring with them to carry out the plan that they have concocted in their head. In his case, he brought lumber to actually barricade the schoolroom to keep the people inside in case the police did get there. And he went about systematically trying to kill all those children. So,
And there's a trip down the other way right there.
the offender characteristics, the one of these shooters to another, but still, in all, I mean, they never quite make sense, as this one won't when it unfolds either.
John Miller, thank you. Want to go now to Lou Young of WCBS, who is on the scene. Lou?
Oh,
That's Bumblebee.
beautiful Camaro, Bumblebee right there. That was nice.
From the staging area.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Here
Yo, brother!
is a massive scene of police vehicles and barricades and crime scene technicians setting up all along the perimeter of this school, the Sandy Hook Elementary School, to begin the detailed work of processing what John just described there, a massive scene of mass murder. And when he mentioned that the Amish school massacre, I have to tell you, the setting is not unlike that area. We were at both places, and this is north of Bridgeport, inside Connecticut, and east of Danbury, an area where you might go to pick apples or get a pumpkin at Halloween time. It is not what you would expect, a place you would expect to find mass murder like this. The people we are seeing leaving the scene at this point are just stricken by the magnitude of this horror. Initially, a lot of people were relieved to find their loved ones and to find their children and to get out and to think perhaps it wasn't that bad.
And there's a
But when
shitter.
we got the full scope of this horror, this mass murder, people are beginning to really sober up and try to reflect on the enormity of the tragedy. We saw one woman, a nurse from Danbury Hospital, leaving the area, tears streaming from her face. She had rushed to the school to try and help those inside.
The other cars.
When she got there, all the remaining people were dead, and there were a lot of dead bodies, and she was present when more than a few of the parents were notified that their children were not going home with them. That is an
cause
image
just
that
got
will
here
haunt her
today.
for the rest of her life, and a tough thing for a first responder.
But these are sold.
Trying to
Oh,
help,
the other ones are
to
over
try
there.
and to try and do something,
the other
to
ones are
help,
on
and
the
finding
3
out
mile
that there's
strip.
really nothing they can do. So we are picking up the details now. It gets more horrible as time goes on, but this community is trying to address the issue and try to get its head around the enormity of the